should we still, and we're all millennials here, should we still like physically spank and beat our children
Heavens,
to discipline
yes.
them?
Heavens, yes. And weirdly enough, I'm that person who really doesn't like I don't like
Me
to do
either.
it, but it's a necessary evil, and I strongly believe in spare the rod, spoil the child, but it should be justified.
This
Yeah,
is
what
going to
about you,
hurt
Sean?
me more than it's going to hurt
Now,
you.
it's about equal.
Like-
I'm like, this gonna hurt me about as much as it's gonna hurt you,
No.
but from a
It-
different stance. It's gonna hurt me here. It's gonna hurt you here.
Yeah, no, it hurts me because I feel like, and I know it's just crazy for me. I feel like I should only got to tell you one time. Like you
Yeah.
bringing this on your, you bringing this on yourself.
But
on
kids are going to be
sale.
kids, so sometimes you do have to tell them more than once because they're going to try it. They're going to try it. But my thing is, I think that because I heard someone say this, like especially with girls, they was like, "Oh, if you beat your daughter, especially a father, you know, spanking their daughter, they're going to grow up thinking that a man that loves them can still hit them."
I don't believe that at all because I got my
Hold
ass
on,
beat.
hold on.
But I have to now. Granted, don't get me wrong because everything is subjective. You know, there's no blanket solution. But I don't believe that because I got my ass beat, and you know what I'm saying. My daddy wasn't afraid to spank my butt, and it is what it is. You know what I'm saying. Like I don't feel like it. I'm still no man. You're not putting your hands on me, Mo. It's not going down.
Yeah.
But I feel like. I mean, I can understand that logic too, but I mean, by that logic, you could say any child that gets beat grows up and is abusive or it is a difference between discipline and abuse. So
right.
people can't think that just because someone put their hands on a child that it's always abuse. Like you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's not. I'm not going to your jaw. Like I'm not
Right.
tapping your chin up. But me spanking my child, I feel like sometimes it's necessary. But you don't do it out of frustration, and you don't do it in situations where you don't have to. Like it shouldn't be like mine. Like you said, kids gonna be kids. I'm not beating my kids for doing kid
Everything,
stuff.
right.
You know what I'm saying? But if it's certain things that it's a lesson that I really feel like I need to teach you, and you need to learn that going forward.
Yeah.
Then that might be an instance where that happens.
I do think that it should slow up though. Like I feel like in that beginning toddler stage, they have to know. They can't understand you
Right.
sitting and talking to them like we're talking right now. That just sounds like wah 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 to them, because they only know certain words. But as they get a little bit older and they can't understand certain explanations and certain reasonings and stuff like that, not that you just sit there and reason with your child, but I think that as they get older, you should talk more.
Yeah, I try to
Absolutely.
reason for. I always think that I treat my kids like little humans. Like sometimes when they're mad at me, I let them be mad because I get upset. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
yeah.
Or you know, I let them. Well, why did you think it was okay to do this? Or give me some
Yeah.
reasoning. It's always I don't know, but I still give them
Right,
you know,
the
the
window.
option.
You
Yeah,
give
the
them
option
that
to. So
window.
even when I put my hands on my kids, I really like to ration them out because
Yeah.
you, like you said, you can't beat them for everything.
And it'll
but
be
it's
less effective.
yes, but then if you're like, all right, I can see one time. I've told you this 5 times.
Yeah.
Clearly, not like my oldest son. His punishment, I used to make him write. You know what I'm saying? College rule paper, top to bottom. But he would do it in his room. So every time when I would come check up on him, he'd be asleep. So then it's like, okay, I'm trying to do, you know, something else.
Nice.
You know what I mean? Or then I will have him, you know, read a book.
I don't
And then
like
he would
that,
skip.
though.
Then he would skip pages, and then he wasn't reading to the amount. So then it's like, okay, now you playing with me. So what's the next thing that
Right.
the next thing that I do?
I don't like that though, but you know what? And you mentioned that, and that is something growing up that I've noticed that was like kind of a thing to do. But with how it is with our children and their lack of education and the miseducation, like I really don't want reading and writing to be a punishment because they're going to associate that with, man, I gotta do this. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, but no, I make him read every day, any day,
yeah,
and I
okay.
read. I
But there
read
are
them.
people out
But
there.
if they
who
hate
do
it,
that.
it is a punishment though. But see, somebody like me, like I grew up loving to read. Like I've always been a reader. I read a crap ton of books now. So you couldn't punish me like that. Go in your room and read a book. Bet. I ain't want to go outside anyway. You know, I'm going to my room. I'm going to go read this book. And but I mean, like I get what you're saying though. You don't want that to turn into a punishment or be like and have a negative connotation to it. But I mean, for some kids, it is torture.
But then if you know that for your child that reading is torture, then you need to do something to make reading fun because you don't want the child to grow up thinking that reading is.
I mean, that's true, but some people just not going to like it.
What do you
to be
guys
honest.
think is the
It has to-
alternative
black
form
kids
of punishment? instead of beating, what would you
taking stuff away that they
taking
like?
stuff like what?
See,
Phone. They have too much shit now.
I've done that before.
Hoverboards,
You got to take the
phones,
door off the hinges.
whatever.
You got to be
Yeah.
like, let me get
But
this door. There is no privacy in this bitch.
Yeah.
Like, seriously,
Yeah.
because certain things, you get to a point sometimes where that doesn't work. When they get to a certain age.
Taking things.
Like, I've taken stuff from my son. Let me get that PS4. Let me get that phone and stuff.
Yeah.
Nigga just gonna go in there and go to sleep.
You know what? See, it's
Well, they
different
gonna
for you
both board
because
enough.
you're a full-time mom.
Yeah.
You're a full-time mom. I have my boys every other week. So I always feel guilty because if I punish you for 1 week, my dad used to punish me for a month. But I can't
Yeah.
punish you for a month because that's really
Yeah.
2 months.
Right.
So it's like when you come back the next week, I feel like, you know.
You know the time frame, but we all know stuff that our children really, really like and
Yeah.
what they really, really value.
Right.
You know, so like instead of we were gonna go to the movies and now we're not. You know, we were gonna do things.
No, you can.
or
It's
something
definitely
like
that deprivation definitely will get to him because I know it will at Journey's age. Let me get that phone, Journey. Journey, I want to play Roblox. Like she's gonna be upset,
Yeah.
but it'll probably resonate with her. My thing about whooping kids though is I'm here for it, doing what you have to do when it's
Yeah.
necessary. But I don't like the people who feel like they have to beat their kids into submission. Like if you pop your kid, you know what I'm saying, you get your kid and you bop 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 on the ass 3 times, and that's what you plan to do, and they don't cry. That doesn't mean beat them until they cry.
Right.
Like that's abuse at that point. That's when you cross the line because you shouldn't be trying to,
Yes.
know, your objective is not to inflict as much pain
Right,
as you
now
can.
your pride is
to
involved.
Right now it's just like, oh, you're not gonna cry. Well, I'm gonna keep hitting you harder, and that's when it
No.
becomes an issue of abuse because now you're crossing the line a little bit.
Yes.
Like now, if I hit you with the 3 weak taps, I mean, come on.
Yeah, I mean,
but if I
I-
give you
Yeah.
a sufficiently
Yeah.
crisp,
Yeah. You
and
don't
that
have to
joint's made you
find-
cry
The
last
sound
time, but
effects.
this time you like. And you don't cry. I'm not gonna keep beating you
Yeah.
to cry. That's not my
You have
goal to
to-
make you cry.
You have to find out what else you have because every child is not the same.
And sometimes
you
they
know?
just holding it in until you leave because their
That's
pride
true,
is
too.
damaged, and they like.
Exactly.
Do you think? Because I try to find new ways of punishment, and that be abuse. Because I really don't but like keep it. You got to stay in your room, like with nothing. Is that cruel?
No,
I saw somebody make their kid go to jail, like in the house. Like they only
nah,
got to
wait.
wear this orange T-shirt,
nah,
and they made
nah.
them sleep on like they made like a little. It was a comfortable
nah.
pallet, but it was like a pallet, and they could only eat
Them joints
certain
not
things.
comfortable.
And it was like when you're bad, you go to jail. So this was like the jail. It was kind of really.
Nah, I don't
Nah.
fuck with that.
The
Man,
kid
I don't
was
fuck
like
with it.
I'm
the
talking
kid
about
was
shit-
like 4. Don't get me
nah,
wrong.
nah.
The logic behind it was actually kind of like it was a little bit funny because it really wasn't like anything bad.
If it
It's-
That's not funny.
It's
No, I
bad
don't
for a
fuck with
kid, but realistically, telling them something resonating like when you do certain levels of things,
A 4-year-old?
you can be punished for
But,
it.
but on the flip side of that, they could just be they could just start being institutionalized at home already. You know what I'm saying?
When I meant in your room,
was
I meant
so-
like not like.
It
look,
was so
you gotta
mild,
whatever
though.
is in here, you gonna have to play with. You
If
can
you
keep
know
the
that
toys
gets
in there,
to 'em,
like.
if you know
I
that
can't
gets to
fake.
'em,
It was kind of
then
funny
yeah.
to me though. Like they
If
really
it was
just
a
like.
joke, then cool,
Like
but
I don't know if it was to be honest, it was on social media. I don't know if it was
Right.
like a legitimate, but he was like, "Nah, you did something bad. You're going to jail." And they made the baby wear the little orange
No,
T-shirt,
yeah, I don't fuck
and they
with
made a pallet for them.
They
and
was doing
like,
that for likes
You
or
only get to
views.
eat this or this or this or
They was doing
whatever.
that
It was
for
like real
views.
simple meals. Like you don't get all the McDonald's and stuff you
No.
want. You're gonna eat like regular meat and
'cause
potatoes.
that
like,
could be effective for some children. Some children like I don't want to do that because I don't want to eat bad food or regular whatever. And then or they can grow up and be like, shit, I've been in jail since I was.
you know
4.
what? What we not
So-
going to do is turn that
I've been-
into
you
real
know, you right.
shit to
You
real
gonna be coming
shit.
like-
No, a lot
I've
of
been
shit
in and out the joint
psychological.
since I was like 6. You hear me?
No, but a lot
Did you
of
just
shit.
make yourself cross-eyed
Yes,
because
you
it was
really
really
did.
disturbing me?
It was. I was confused. No, but no, I don't know. But for the seclusion or whatever in the room, it depends on the child. Because some children might like it, some children
Yeah.
might like really get to
Sabrae
it.
know too.
Now, you
I
gonna
do
sit in
I do
my room.
haircuts. I don't do all the fake bald stuff.
Yeah, no.
But you can't get your hair
Your
cut.
style,
I'm gonna give you a
yeah.
regular,
Right,
like
regular,
haircut.
right. You
Yeah.
don't get the stuff that you like. Cause and some kids they don't care. Then
You're
there's some
just
kids
not
they
gonna
like
get
I
a
really
haircut
like
at
my
all.
fancy
Your shape
cut.
up gonna start getting round, and I don't care. I don't care if you look scruffy, nigga. You want to look sharp in this house, you gonna listen to what I said.
But before it was uniforms, this girl her name was Mia in middle school. For punishment, I guess her mother or father used to make her wear a uniform like every day. I was like, that's kind of like torture. She couldn't wear like regular clothes.
That's kind of hilarious.
I got punished like similar to that before.
I keep telling my son, play with me, dog. You gonna be at school with the skippies with the broke down back. Now ain't gonna be none of these triple black 990s.
Hey, I was
none of that.
I
You
was
gonna be-
punished like that in high school.
But then we talk about like the bullying and then like
See, that's the thing. No, the reason why I wanted to do that to him one time is because I found out that he was making fun of another kid.
oh yeah.
who was less fortunate. And I said, we don't do that because you're lucky that you have what you have. And don't make me go get your shoes from Kmart because I will go get your shoes from Kmart. Like,
I mean, no, but it depends, like I said, on what the kid values. Because when I was in high school, like 9th, 10th grade, you know, I started feeling myself. And that was one of my punishments because that's one of the things I valued, to jazz up we did have uniforms, to jazz up the uniform instead of wearing straight up and down khakis with the pleats on the front. You know, we wore cargos or whatever the case is.
Try with the
skinny, try wear the
skinny
right, the you know, the stuff of personality.
Slim
right,
dickies.
Right. With the accessories and stuff like that.
Flipper collar.
And no, that was young generation.
Wow.
Whoa, that was your boy
feel
Kanye.
attacked.
He was wearing 2 collars.
But I was too young for that. But no, that worked for me. You know what I'm saying?
Missed the uniform
I
wave.
wasn't talking. I wasn't
Man,
talking
we was
in
iron.
school, in class. Like
I missed the uniform wave. My high school got uniforms like the year after I graduated. I was like, girl, I was in there with my Sukos on, my pair of Sukos. Yes. Yes.
Oh,
my princess. I'm sorry that you missed the Sukos wave over
I
that.
had a pair.
And the
But I was in, like, elementary
Azores,
school.
Sergio.
the Sergios,
I
the
had
Milans.
elementary
I ain't like the Milans though.
Soft, yeah, they make your
those
butt
are just the
long.
V. The
Now
V
it's
on
like
it.
the little M thing on the back, but they made your butt
Milan?
look long though. It gave you a long butt.
Yeah, I ain't like
I
them.
was out there with my half jean jackets. Yes, I was fucking them about it.
I was talking to have jean jackets.
I was fucking them. Yeah, they came back for y'all.
You ain't come up in that.
Yeah, that was the second wave.
That was
You
the
ain't come up
second
in
cycle.
that. But hold on, what you know about the WB jean jackets? You know what I'm saying?
Or the baseball joints with the
Come
leather
on,
chest. I
yeah.
told you I had a coworker wore them joints in 07. I was like, my man, the denim chest with the leather sleeves. I was just like, and
Yeah, you don't know nothing about that.
Okay, I
You
think
don't know
that's
nothing.
passe.
I don't.
Now the Warner Brother Jones. If you see the cops coming,
Warner
Brother. I was like, that joke like that. My bad. It was
Fire.
I'm sorry, that was before your time, young Bray. But
I ain't gonna lie.
what was y'all brands? What y'all was wearing? He's probably wearing Machine Island and like
What was we wearing? That's a good question.
No, y'all
Gucci
just
slides
wear-
and shit.
No.
Yeah.
I meant that was after me. I don't know. We'll have to.
We
I
had
have to
them
think
Coach
about that. I ain't
bags.
never really have all the name.
We had the Coach bags.
I know me either.
The Christian Dior bags, the Dooney and Burks. That's what we was
Oh,
carrying.
Yeah,
out.
the coach was in when we was.
We had
Yeah,
the
my
Doonies.
grandma got the Dooney and Burke.
I had a
That's
fake. I
definitely
had
a
a nice
bag.
little fake Coach bag.
Gotta get the Christian Dior joint that's shaped like a saddle. That's shaped like a little saddle pouch. Them Jones. Yeah, we had them
Yeah,
Jones.
I definitely had a nice little fakie in high school.
Everything
but it
was
looked real
super
though. It
bootcut
did
in
look
my day.
As
real.
long as it looked real. You
It
know
did.
what
It
I'm
was a
saying?
good bootleg. Back when bootlegs was like, I
Young
don't even know where
boot-
to find a bootleg.
Young bootlegs now be looking identical.
But that's because
Really?
they got 1-for-1s now.
What's that mean?
It means it's mirrored. Like, this is what I ended up Googling this because somebody kept asking about it and talking about it. And I was like, I want to know what the hell this is. But 1-for-1s is like, it's like a mirrored copy of it. Like every detail is the same quality of material and
Yeah.
everything. The only difference is it's not made in like the Louis factory.
But ain't that supposed to be what a bootleg is?
Nah, these knockoffs be cheap as shit. Them motherfuckers, the peeling and stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, like,
No,
no.
I cannot. At this point in my life,
Now I wouldn't even feel
can't buy no
comfortable.
fake shit,
I
no.
wouldn't feel comfortable. But girls do buy
Nah.
they call them replicas.
replicas. Yeah, I don't fuck with it. I can't. If I can't, I'll just get a no name before I try to
That's
get it.
we here. I can't do the knockoffs.
Yeah, I'm
That's
not big on brands anyway. I feel like you can look good regardless. I always tell my boys,
My
I
only
say it's
thing
not
is-
about
is
what
bags.
you wear, it's how you wear it.
Bags and shoes.
You know what I'm saying?
Bad, exactly.
I
That's
do
my
like
thing.
good
As far as
quality.
clothes, I can find cute clothes anywhere. And
Yeah,
then
it's
mix
easy
it
for
together.
women. It's
But a
easy for
bag,
women. It's not
though,
easy for men.
If I want a label bag, I'm buying a designer bag. I will put the money up for that
Yes.
bag. But the
Yes.
clothes, please. I can have a.
Is the designer
$60
bag
outfit
better
on.
than a bag that's not designer? I know this sounds stupid. Like, I mean,
mean,
what's the
the
difference of buying
quality
a
is
900?
The leather and the quality and the will
The
not go out of
fixtures.
style. Depending on if you get a classic style, you know that they will last.
Because
A
they
lot of
get
the
vintage.
fabrics-
Because
They
I
just
heard
go
Coach got
vintage.
the best leather, and people be going on Coach.
I heard that too, but you
Yeah, they
can
do got
guys
some
get
soft
some like.
leather. But I mean, don't get me wrong, because
get a
styles,
nice
styles
wallet.
come in and out. But like, it's the quality of the material, the fixtures, and the
Yeah.
fact that you buy an old Louis bag, that joint is vintage. It's just a
is.
vintage
Okay.
bag. You buy an old ass,
Yeah,
you know,
and
alias
it holds
brand
its,
bag. It's like, what is
holds
this?
its like value.
And it holds its
Yeah, it
value.
does hold
You
its
can
value.
it's resale value. Also, if my strap gets messed
yeah,
up
of
in the
course.
Louis bag, you can send it back. They'll fix it.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you spending that money, but you do get quality in
Yeah,
return.
you're not
I
getting
just-
all that
Brands
wear and
don't
tear
have
on
the
sh-
quality. Like I
Yeah,
feel like
it's
certain brand, like I feel like certain Gucci canvas bags, they even the real ones, they be like not.
That's
Gucci
why I don't
cheap.
like too much of Gucci
Yeah.
canvas. I like the Gucci leather bags. I don't really
Yeah.
do too much with the canvas because you're right about that. You're
Yeah.
definitely right about
But that's
that.
Gucci. You can find Gucci on sale. You won't find like Louis on sale.
It's hard to find Gucci on sale, to be
Not
honest.
not their classics.
Mm-hmm.
They're style bags. They may be if you can find them on Neiman's or something,
Mm-hmm.
but they're classic like the Neverfools or that type of what is it, monogram or whatever, or the LV. They're not gonna go on sale, but
Especially not them
they
Eppies
do.
either.
Thanks for educating me because I
Them
don't.
Eppies bust heads
I
because
don't
you
be
get a PM
understanding.
and them joints be like 1,500 for the PM, and the PM is the little one.
Yep.
What's the PM?
No, the Louis bags come in different
Oh,
sizes,
okay.
like the
Yeah,
PM, the MM,
yes.
the GM.
Oh, I don't-
It's like
Right.
small, medium, large. Or you got
Right.
like
Yeah.
the man, them PMs be like, and you get the Epi leather joints. PM would be like 1,500.
I just don't be
Yeah.
understand. I mean, I know it's the brand, but it's like this off-white thing that's
Oh,
came
yeah.
out. Like you really got some ones, and you put like a paper bag clip on them. Now they're like $800. Like
It's the hype
what?
beast, and Off White, Virgil Abloh, he's a friend of Kanye, so he kind of so he built the name for himself for like a couple of years now. So that's why his brand. If you got that Off White, like it's that hype beast shit. Hype beasts will pay anything for anything. If it's hype.
And I'm not saying the shows look the shoes
look
look
tight,
dope,
but
but
yeah.
if you take off the orange thing, like they're $300
I mean,
less.
look at the Balenciaga joints. Them joints, them just look like swimming boots.
Yeah.
They say Balenciaga niggas is racking up on them joints. They
Yes,
look like
the
swimming.
orthopedic-
They
the
look
orthopedic
swimming
shit.
booty and
I'm
shit.
going
Like,
fake. I like them.
it look like
Them
a sock with a
them
white sole.
Kanye's. I
Yeah.
like those.
The
the
ones
Yeezys?
that they kind of that Balenciaga kind of stole the concept from. And made
I mean,
it,
that's what it is. Everyone's just
But it's just
basically
like you got these size 13 ass dudes wearing these long ass canvas boots. These
little
skinny
snow
ass.
skis.
right, these skin. They
legs.
look like a swimming shoe in boot form, like a high top swimming shoe.
I hate them brunch boots. What's them Jones called?
Chelsea boots.
Hate them joints.
I like them.
I hate it because it
You
be
know-
a size 15 ass nigga with this
Yeah,
long
that's
ass
different.
boots.
It's
Right.
not for everybody.
You know,
Like
and that's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
When a dude can dress, you
Yeah.
put them on. It be dudes that can't dress who think, oh, because
you
I'm
need-
gonna go these and take these. The woman gonna be like, come on, why you got those on? Why you got on bootcut jeans with Chelsea
them
boots
Chelsea-
with a Michael Jordan jersey and a Supreme headband? Come on now, you doing too much.
You a hype beast ass nigga. That's
You
what it
doing
is.
too
You don't know how to dress, but you just putting
Still
all the
dying that they
popular
call
pieces
them
together.
joints brunch boots. That shit is just
Hey, because you
never
be
gonna-
saying,
I thought.
nah, because
I
you be
didn't know
saying.
where you was going with that. So you said, I'm like, oh, Chelsea boots. But brunch boots.
Yeah, they
that's
call them
funny as
brunch
shit.
boots.
That-
It's the
I can
brunch
see
boots,
that.
and you get the future hat. That's the brunch hat.
Then the
That's
long-
you already know when you hit
the
spring.
turtleneck with the-
sweater.
When you hit spring, it's
Cardigan.
the season is coming up. You already know about dudes about to break out their long boots and they Indiana
cardigans.
Jones hats.
Yeah.
I hate that, Joe. I just hate it. And then it'd be like four of them taking up the whole sidewalk.
And
I'm
their
like,
jeggings.
move
They gonna have on
Yeah.
jeggings, long boots.
That's what it is. I'm
And the
Indiana
long
Jones
white
hat.
tee, the long
The fear of God Jones.
Yeah.
with some holes in it.
Yeah. Nipples out.
hype beast shit.
Like Russell gonna have the cleavage out.
The
Like
style
Russell.
might change, but this year, it's instead of with all of that, they're just gonna have the satchel, the crossbody,
No, I see a lot. Like
God.
I was just
the man bag.
the man bags.
Yo.
They dope on some people, but hype beast shit.
gonna
Everybody,
have
What you
that-
got in them?
That Louis
What you got
messenger
in
with
them?
nothing in it.
What?
wallet,
Your wallet in your purse.
Extra pair, an extra pair of drawers.
It don't be.
chopstick.
It don't be
Right.
nothing in them. Even when
Nothing?
these dudes be
Be
wearing
flat
them,
as shit.
these MCM book bags. What is in your book bag?
Unless
Your
he the
car keys?
dope boy.
laptop, maybe?
Nah, unless he the dope boy, it's nothing in that joint though. But your
Some niggas
keys.
carry laptops or photographers, man.
At the club though, like niggas be on South Beach with a backpack on. Like, what's in your book bag? And now if
A
he sell
towel.
weed, it's gonna be the loud, his gun.
I said,
and,
I pulled up to a Bama the other day at the light and he had his book bag on. Like he was this close on his steering wheel. Like, come on, I got nice
niggas
bag.
gonna see me in this
Nice
book bag. You